Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be taking out the GSR. It's been about like a year and a half it's been in Rex, and well, as you guys seen in the previous video, I have rebuilt a whole B16 myself, and I'm gonna break it in, take some videos, experience it a little bit, and then sell it. So hoping all goes good. The whole GSR about to come out. I'm gonna keep the harness on the motor to make it easier, and then I'm gonna try to keep the axles on, see if I can do that, and if not, then oh well. But I'm basically trying to take out everything without taking it apart, if you know what I mean. So enough talking, let's get to it. All right, so I have done quite a bit of work. I got all the electrical unplugged out of the way. You can see there's a harness right there. I'm starting to disconnect the fuel, got the throttle cable, and then under here I drained the coolant. It's just water. And then shift linkage down there, test pipes. So I just need axles, motor mounts, and I gotta disconnect the other side of the fuel. But other than that, it's ready to come out basically. Couldn't get the T-bracket out. It's like wedged in there, so I'm gonna have to move it once I drop the motor a little bit. So close, man, so close. I think I'm already at an hour already just by myself. Can't wait for that B16 and feel how it is, compare it. I do apologize for not showing you a lot of content. There is a storm, or I guess more of like rain is gonna come, but yeah, I'm sorry if I'm not recording a lot. It's just me, so I'm literally trying to get this as fast as I can, so I can take this out and throw the other one. All right, let me get back to it. All right, so now it is done, or I should say it's out. And honestly, this is dirty. I'm gonna clean it up. But shout out to the neighbors, they helped me get it out. So now I just gotta disconnect all the harness. Yeah, I gotta take off the harness, and I gotta disconnect the tranny. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, when I unbolt the half shaft, it doesn't pull it and it starts leaking fluid, because that's gonna suck. My dad probably was going to say I should have drained it. I'm gonna see what I can do and get this thing off. All right, tranny is disconnected. Luckily, this has stayed in there. And it looks like I have been leaking. I know I have. I don't know if it's a remain. It might be, even though I replaced that. So I'm gonna replace the seals on this once I get that motor in, and I can put the GSR on there. And then other than that, yeah, I gotta get the B16 down and put some stuff on, like the crank pulley, the alternator, and then the injectors. So I still gotta put some stuff onto that, so let's get to that. All right, good morning, guys. The next day, and now I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, get everything connected, and we will start this thing. A little nervous, but I have faith. I have faith it will run. So I got a few things I gotta connect: the whole harness, the chassis harness, fuel lines, vacuum. So, and then obviously the Dizzy. I gotta get that from the GSR. So let's get this. All right, it's been maybe a couple hours later, and I have everything connected that I think. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn on the car. I have the ECU fuse out, so the fuel pump won't prime, but I need to put it on the on position so I can set the Dizzy. I'm just gonna use the Digi to break in the motor, and then it's not gonna go with the motor. Obviously, I'm gonna keep it, but yeah, I'm gonna leave the intake off. I don't know, just cause. And I think everything is connected. Oil was in. There was a website that has like a bunch of like torque specs and all that, and it also said that you're supposed to put 5.1 quarts of oil for if you do like a overhaul on the engine. So I have 5 quarts in there of 1030 conventional oil, and I just have water in for now. I have a electrical charger on there, so I can watch the oil pressure go up. Let's see what happens. The gauges are working, they're connected. For glow shift, if they're not receiving signal, it'll just go like all the way max. So it looks like we're good on that. Shifter, pretty good. We got 13 volts on the trickle charger, so hopefully it doesn't prime. Shouldn't. Okay, cool. You know what, now thinking of it, sorry for the beep. I'm running a chipped ECU, and for one of my chips, I have a stock P30, stock B16 chip. So I'm actually gonna throw that in, and then we'll do the whole everything. All right, so I have the ECU disconnected, and with that, I'm assuming with the DigiDizzy, it's supposed to read the ECU, which you're to calibrate it. I'm assuming that, because I can't calibrate it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and prime it up, see if there's oil. We got 12.5. Hopefully the thing goes away. I'm looking for it right there too, if it goes off, and then if that stays on. So let's see. No oil pressure yet. I mean, it's rotating. I probably need to put on a jump pack so it can have more voltage, but it's spinning. Let's see if there's any leaks. All right, got the jump pack on, and we're at 14 volts now. So over 14. So let's try it again. Holy crap, that's fast. Oh, we're building oil pressure. The light's off. Yeah, we got oil pressure, boys. Let's go. Made it all the way to 30 just on crank. So now go ahead, hook up the ECU, prime the fuel. Let's see how this goes. It sounded pretty good, not gonna lie. I believe we have the Digi set up, so now technically it should run. I'm quite nervous right now. Let's see. Or not. All right, try this again. Going good so far. Got oil pressure.
Oh, look at all that smoke. That's not there.
Bruh. No check engine. It started. Oh, well, we're leaking oil. I forgot to put on the rear main, so I gotta take off the freaking tranny now. Gosh dang it, dude. Oh well. Gotta put it on. Oh, guys, I forgot the whole gasket right there. I don't have it down here with me, but it basically fills in this whole thing and will not leak. So yeah, I was supposed to do it once the motor was down, but it was gonna rain and I totally forgot. So we live and we learn. But yeah, let's go ahead and put it on and put this thing back on and get it running again. All right, got it back and running, got the seal on. Just started it, so gotta see if there's any leaks. Hopefully there's not. Sounds pretty good so far. I just gotta let it warm up, let it idle for a while. Actually, what my research was is like you gotta have it at 2,000 to 3,000 for 20 minutes, and then have it like that. Should be at a little over 2,000. So hopefully it stays around there. Other than that, oil pressure looks good. Yeah, I gotta change it to red. There we go. We got a little bit of smoke, but the GSR was like that too at first. So I mean, it's warming up. So oil pressure still looks good. still smells good. It smells good. It still sounds good. Yeah. Keep working. So, we'll keep you guys updated. Alright, so just got back from class. Check the valve lash, they're all good. Now it's all good. A couple of them were a little tight. And put new oil. The oil that I just took out, there was very minimal, like barely any shavings, so that's a good sign. Maybe it must have caught in the oil filter, but also got that replaced. We are not leaking anymore, so that's a good sign. So now it's time to drive it. Ooh, nervous. He's moving under his own power again. Let's go. So now I just gotta do a lot of engine braking for 50 to 100 miles, somewhere between there. So I'm just having it on my trip right here. And just gonna go back here, make sure everything's good. Just got back home and already put 17 miles on the new motor. And it's running pretty smooth right now. So I just need, like I said, 50 to probably just a little bit past 50 miles, and then I'm gonna put in some VR1, Valvoline VR1, because it has high zinc in it. So I'm gonna run 1030, so I need a special order at my O'Reilly's. And then with that, I go all the way to probably like 500 to 600 miles, something like that. And after that, should be good to drive it hard. Got a lot of driving ahead of me. All right, so I just did an oil change because I just hit over 50 miles. I'm at like 64, 65, something like that. And I put VR1 because it has high zinc in it, which that is the next step, is putting high zinc oil. And then I gotta drive for 500 miles. When I drain the oil, I check for metal shavings. There wasn't any metal shavings. There's a little bit of sparkle, but that's normal for break-in and I guess for oil changes. See a little bit of sparkle. But so far, so good. I don't know if I mentioned or not, but I did a compression check and it was 210 across the board. So it's amazing. But yeah, 500 plus miles, and then I could put whatever oil I want and we can start ripping on this thing. There is some ticking here and there in the head. I came down to, it was the LMAs, or the lost motion assembly, where it's their little things under the VTEC. I can't think of it right now, sorry guys. But yeah, they're basically push spring little thing that when you're not a VTEC, it like pushes the VTEC lobe or whatnot. And I think these are starting to make noise. So I'm gonna upgrade these to Skunk 2 so I can get rid of that noise. But I mean, it's not a threatening thing, so it's fine for regular driving. And I guess for Smash Running 2, it's just you're gonna hear it. So it's a little bit later. The motor has around 250 miles now. Not gonna do the oil change yet. I'm actually going to be replacing the LMAs, or the lost motion assembly. I just learned that the first gen, like B16, I'm not sure, maybe the GSR2, but they had the same style LMAs, but I guess the newer ones, they actually look like a spring. So at idle, for my situation, at idle, when it's warm, you can hear like a little ticking noise. I already checked valve lash and I'm 90% sure, 95% sure it's this. So we're gonna go ahead, rip off everything, basically taking the head all apart again, just to replace these things. So let's get to it. All right, so here's the old one on the right side and the Skunk 2 on the left side. So it looks like Honda went with that newer style, which gets rid of this whole clicking. But yeah, so I'm gonna throw all these in before oil starts leaking through my hand. And yeah, I got everything taken apart. I got this thing out in like 20 minutes. So yeah, let's get to it. I did not get it up to 500 miles, but I am at like over 300, 330, it says on the trip. And I can't wait. So a bunch of my car friends were telling me, oh, just go for it. Like at this point, it's already set in, rings are good and all, it doesn't smoke. So now I put in 1030 synthetic Valvoline, and I'm gonna go ahead, turn it on and get it warm. and go rip on it for the first time. Go feel this B16 power.